And so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and saw it through without exemption. The plan, each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times I'm sure you knew when I become more than I could chew. All through it all, when there was doubt, I let it go and spit it out. Now face it all, I'm still tall and did it my way. Don't know, I love and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, no, not me. I did it my way. Go out there, some man, what has he got? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Kabanang Salita. I'm your host, Charles Angel, the versatile baritone, and now we're live here once again at St. Paul's Bookstore, Cabanatuan. Hope you watch our 27th episode of Kabanang Salita. So for our tonight's episode, the 28th episode of Kabanang Salita, ay una sa lahat ay happy fiesta po ng San Nicolas de Tolentino, sapagkat ang St. Paul's Bookstore, Cabanatuan ay tabi lamang po ng St. Nicholas of Tolentine Parish Cathedral. Happy Fiesta, everyone. And then, second of all, ay magkakaroon po kami ngayon ng Bible quiz reviewer from the book of Joshua. So, without a further ado, ay welcome ko po ulit si Brother Hans.
Good evening, Jairus.
Good evening
and
po.
Good evening, everyone, ating mga viewers. It's good to be back. Last episode, ako yung nag-FB Live at dahil umuulan, Hopefully naman hindi masisira yung ating signal ngayon. Last time, noon sa Makati, half of it, medyo nag-jam yung ating signal. Yes. Anong update?
Updates ng ano po, ng 11th St. Paul National Bible Quiz on Saturday.
Yes. Last time kasi, andun ako sa Makati dahil nagkaroon ng regional finals ng Thursday na yon. So, merong kasi lang last part ng aking FB Live last time ay hindi masyadong klaro yung 14. There were 14 teams that qualified for our finals, or what you call the battles of the
Champions.
The Battle of the Champions. Mga regional finals ito. Ngayong Saturday na yan mangyari, September 14, from 10 o'clock to around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yun. Gusto ko yung ulitin. Yes, during the Manila International Book Fair. 5 days yun, pinaka-last day yung Sunday. So, second to the last day ang Bible quiz in the book fair. So, ulitin ko yung 14 teams that made it to the finals or the Battle of the Champions. Alam mo kasi ito, ang 14 na ito ay meron na silang napanalo ng 3,000 pesos each. Imagine. Hindi pa yon sa ibang prices later at tanungin mo ako mamaya. So yung Sisters of Mary Girls Town ng Cebu. Wow. Ang kanilang participants ay si Mary Sofia Kamay at si Carrie May Angela Igdoy. At ang kanilang coach ay Sister Lea Polisher Miguel, Sisters of Mary. Ang pangalawang team ay St. Joseph College Olongapo Incorporated. Sa Olongapo naman to sila. Yung mga participants ay si Ethan Mariano at si Edmundo Legaspi. At yung kanilang advisors ay si Miss Rachel Diago at si Miss Lana Maria Nepomuceno. Yung pangatlong team ay galing sa Cavite, yung Sisters of Mary Banu Incorporated. Yung mga participants naman nila ay si Michelia May Doyongnan at si Sharel Galvin. Ang kanilang advisor ay Sister Molina Sescar, Sister of Mary. Ang pang-apat ay galing sa Baguio. St. Louis University Basic Education School, SLU, at ang kanilang participants ay si Aisha Jean Espirito at si Dorinda Divine Malekdan. Kanilang advisor ay si Mr. Roy Season. Panglima naman ay galing sa Iloilo. Colegio de las Hijas de Jesus Incorporated. Ang participants ay si Hadrian Gabriel Rice Nadales at si Oscar G. Alamo III. Ang kanilang advisor ay si Mr. Joel Pinuela. Pang-anim, Sisters of Mary Boys Town Incorporated from Cebu. Si James Ryan Tagalog at si John Vincent Hatiko ang kanilang participants. At ang kanilang coach ay Sister Estrelita Kamakin Kapinya, Sisters of Mary. Pang-pito ay St. Dominic Academy Polilan Bulacan Incorporated from Polilan, of course. Ang kanilang participants ay si Jose Felix Bagaforo, Alexa Yuri De Jesus. Ang kanilang advisor naman ay si Mr. John Lawrence Magtibay. Pang-walo, malayo din ito sa Cagayan Valley. St. Anthony's College of Santa Ana, Cagayan Incorporated from Cagayan Valley. At ang kanilang mga participants ay si Isabel Hamila Viloria at si Fritz Gerald Abelio. Coach naman nila ay si Miss Mary Grace Colantro. Number 8, Holy Spirit Academy of Malolos. Number 9. From Malolos, of course. Ang participants ay contestants ay si David De La Cruz at si Jonas Pinlac. Kanila namang coach ay si Mr. Kenneth Talondata. Pang-sampu ay Chevalier School ng Pampanga. Ang participants ay si Michaela Pamintuan at si Keyon Gavin Tapnio. At ang kanilang coach ay si Mr. Christian Pineda. Pang-11, St. Joseph Academy of Sariaya, Quezon. Ang kanilang participants or contestants ay si Senja Victorien Velenia at si Keisha Rine Calatrava. Ang coach nila ay si Miss Rhea Camilis Maleon. Pang-12, St. John the Baptist Catholic School, Kalumpit, Bulacan. Ang participants dito ay si Luis Kiambao at si Thomas Kyle Isais. Ang coach naman nila ay si Miss Jessica Gonzalez. Pang-13, St. Scholastica's Academy, San Fernando, Pampanga. Ang kanilang participants ay si Aliana Kirsten Cunanan at si Jashri Carmela Malang. Coach naman nila ay si Mr. Joel Santos. Pang-13, St. Scholastica's Academy in San Fernando. That's also in Pampanga. Ang kanilang mga contestants ay si Aliana Kirsten Cunanan at si Jashri Carmela Malang. Ang coach nila ay si Mr. Joel Santos. Naulit ko ba to? Hindi ano?
Hindi po.
Okay, and the 14th,
The
at
last.
sila yung top, sila yung highest pointer doon sa lahat ng mga youngster subscribers. That means talagang kahit na automatic sila sa regionals, doon sa regionals nag-take din sila ng exam at mataas talaga yung kanilang pinakamataas sila sa lahat ng mga subscribers. Ang Multinational Sacred Heart School Incorporated ng Parañaque. Ang mga contestants ay si Beatrice Malabanan at si Maria J.V. Vargas. Coach naman nila si Miss Jenica E. Enriquez. So as I've mentioned earlier, nanalo na sila ng 3,000 pesos each.
Upon ano po ba, brother? Upon participating on Saturday, may
meron na silang cash
yung 14
prize.
po na yan.
Yung 14. Tapos meron na rin silang mga medals kasi mga regional champions sila. So meron din silang medals. Aside from, of course, certificate of participation as really regional champions. So, ano ang kanilang pinagtatalunan? Okay. Ang first prize doon ay 50,000 pesos. At yung second prize ay 30,000 pesos. Yung third prize ay 20,000 pesos. So, let's pray na lumihis naman ang ulan, ang bagyo, no? At hindi naman nag-develop ba into tropical storm. Pero hindi pupunta sa atin. Hopefully, hindi meron kasing limang teams na magpi-plane in all the way from provinces. Dalawa sa Cebu, isa sa Iloilo at isa sa Cagayan Valley. Although yung ibang mga teams naman katulad ng Baguio ay ibibilit din sila sa aming prepare na guest house or sa hotel. So actually pag ikaw ay regional champion, ang privileges mo aside from you are going to win 50,000 pesos ay yung may pamasahe kayo back and forth. Tapos may board and lodging kayo during the book fair. And of course, napaka-prestigious nung makapunta ka sa Manila International Book Fair. Ito ang pinakasikat, biggest at importanteng book fair sa Philippines. Yes. So yun lang ang ating update. Let's wish them good luck and may the best team
win.
If you notice, yung Central Luzon kung saan napaloob ang ating cluster or ating probinsya ng Nueva Ecija. Ang daming magagaling from Pampanga, from Bulacan, from Tarlac. So talagang highly competitive yung sa Central Luzon team. Meron tayong 2 participants dito and we congratulate them for participating in the eliminations.
Regional finals.
Yes. No, hindi sila umabot sa regional finals but meron pa namang next year. We congratulate Assumpta Seminary and College of the Immaculate Conception. Continue to review dahil meron pa namang next year at baka hindi pa tayo masyadong, hindi pa natin galamay yung hybrid na kasi, no? Merong online muna bago mag face-to-face. So yung sa September 14, face-to-face na yun. Kaya ipi-plane in sila or mag-bus sila to Manila International Book Fair sa SMX Pasay. Yung malapit yun siya sa MOA, Mall of Asia, Pasay. Okay.
How about po doon sa ano nga po pala, yung may winner po ba tayo doon sa ating last
yes.
episode?
Nga, bakit? Handa ka na ba sa ating ating review? So, Joshua. Last episode, ang tanong natin ay ilang speeches ba?
Ilang discourses.
Ilang diskurso or speeches ba ang napaloob sa Book of Deuteronomy? Kasi sinasabi nung pinag-aralan ng mga dalubhasa, nakikita nila na hindi narrative ang Deuteronomy in terms of mga actions, kundi nagsimula kasi yun sa these are the words of Moses. Devarim, these are the words. So that means ito yung ayan ang answer, tatlong discourses. Ito yung tatlong speeches ni Moses na nasa loob ng Book of Deuteronomy. Kaya ang title ng Deuteronomy in Hebrew ay Devarim, the words. Sa English ano ba? Second law. Deuteronomy kasi Deutero is second and nomos is law. Bakit ganun ang meaning? Parang dalawang laws ba? No, hindi. Isang law lang. Isang 10 commandments lang. Kaya lang, dahil doon sa speech ni Moses, inulit niyang ni-remind niya uli na ito yung 10 commandments. So, it is as if merong pangalawang sets. Pero, the same 10 commandments lang din yung pinag-uusapan o sinasabi ni Moises doon sa kanyang huling habilin.
Sino po ang ating winner?
So, ang ating winner ay si Josel Ann Pacheco. Nag-answer siya doon sa YouTube. Hindi sa Facebook. No? At
So,
ito yung kanyang prize, Bible Trivia Book 6. Ito yung latest na Bible reviewer. Sa lahat ng mga Bible reviewers, ito yung pinakamahal. Kaya pinili ko na ito yung prize. I-claim mo lang to, Josel, sa ating counter kay William, yung supervisor dito si William Bakiran. Congratulations and thank you so much for participating, Josel Ann Pacheco. Okay. Ready? Ready ka na. So the same format sa ating review, memory recall. Pag hindi mag-memory recall, hindi niya kaya may choices. Sa trivia naman tayo para sa mga listeners or viewers. Where did Joshua lead his people after taking the leadership from Moses? Or kung invert natin, after taking the leadership from Moses, where did Joshua lead his people? Nung siya nang naging leader pagkatapos kay Moises, saan dinala ni Josue ang kanyang mga kababayan? So,
comment down your answers on in the comment section
below.
Okay.
Kahit ngayon na, no, hindi lang doon sa Facebook entry natin post or okay. Easy, 100 points, 100 pesos. Number 1. Who is the father of Joshua? Sa expression kasi doon sa buong libro, meron talaga, Joshua the son of.
Choices na nga pa.
Choices.
Hindi po ako sure.
Who is the father of Joshua? Letter A, God. Letter B, Nun or Nun. Letter C, Dan.
Si ano po? Letter B.
Letter B, Nun. Joshua the son of Nun. Or the son of Nun. In Joshua 1:1. Palaging inuulit yun. Baka siguro merong ibang Joshua na napaka-famous din. or
Son
sa kanilang history, kaya palagi nilang Joshua the son,
Son
of
of
Nun,
Nun.
palaging naka-attach. Ganun usually ang nila, i-qualify pag maraming Joshua sa kasulad ni Jesus the son of
Joseph.
Joseph. Okay, number 2. Ang bilis naman natin. Who is the woman who hid in her house the 2 spies sent by Joshua to survey the land and Jericho?
Si Rahab po.
Wow, congratulations. 100 points.
Hindi pa ako sure pa nilipin nun yun
Si
pala.
Rahab sa Joshua chapter 2 verse 3. Si Rahab, ang description kay Rahab ay prostitute, pero there is another sense for prostitute, which means isang babaeng nagmamanage ng hostel or kumbaga hospitality girl, not in the sense of the negative, not negative hospitality ng usually na naintindihan natin ngayon in our present context, pero we do not know if she was really a
Prostitute.
street prostitute, but what is very sure is that she is a person who hospitable, who manages a hospice. That's Rahab. Number 3, what river did they cross
Jordan
from
River.
Shittim to the land opposite Jericho?
River.
They crossed the
Jordan River.
River. Congratulations na 200
50.
points ka na.
Ay!
To 50 kasi may 50 pala. So 50.
Sayang, ba't pala sinagot ko na yun kanina?
Average. This is worth 200 pesos each, right? O 100
100 pa rin.
Okay. Hindi pala tayo nag-incremental.
Incremental.
100 pa rin. What did the 12 representative men carry in front of the Ark of the Covenant as they crossed the Jordan River? So they were told by Joshua to carry this one in front of the Ark of the Covenant as they crossed the Jordan River.
Choices na nga po.
Choices. So what did the 12 representative men carry in front of the Ark of the Covenant as they crossed the Jordan River? A. Bread. B. Staff. C. Stone.
Bread po.
Bread. Are you sure?
Bread, staff, stone.
Bread, staff, stone.
Stone po.
Stone. Stone is correct.
Correct.
Bakit?
Yun ako naalala. Hulang
So dahil dry na yung Jordan River, sinabi ni Joshua, pumunta kayo at look at the base of the river and carry a stone. And these stones become now their memorial. Usually sa kanila kasi kahit doon sa pag bumisita ka sa kanilang mga graves, hindi ka naman nagdadala ng bulaklak eh. Nagdadala ka ng stone as the memorial. At itong stone, then when they crossed the Jordan River, they built an altar representing all the 12 tribes of Israel. Yun yung memorial stone. Okay. Number 5, average. So, 50.
300.
Number 5. Who was punished for keeping the treasures in his tent?
Eliasar?
Is that your final answer?
Mali.
Wrong.
New Zealand.
So you buti pag ganyan wrong, forfeit na yon talaga
Forfeit na yun.
yung 50.
50.
'Di ba? Kasi wrong attempt eh. That's a new rule. Okay, so ang choices ay A. Achor, B. Adam, C. Akan. Hindi mo ma-recall talaga.
Dede.
A. Achor, B. Adam, C. Akan.
Akan po.
Akan.
Akan.
So when they captured the village of Ai or the tribe of Ai, si Akan kept treasures, the Babylonian mantle, 200 shekels of silver and a bar of gold, worth 50 shekels.
Kills.
So, bakit yun? Ang next question will give us the explanation. C. Average pa lang to Mahirap naman talaga ang Book of Joshua. No? C. What law was transgressed by Achan? Anong patakaran ang nilabag ni Achan? What law was transgressed by Achan?
Ten Commandments, Hindi.
Saan sa Ten Commandments doon?
Ha?
Tinago niya yung Babylonian mantle, 200 shekels of silver, and a bar of gold.
Thou shalt not covet the neighbor's goods.
Kaya lang, na-capture na nila yung tribe of Ai. So, sa kanila na talaga yung mga supposed to be. Yung mga booty of the war. But, he still transgressed it. What?
Thou shalt not steal.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, sir.
Wrong.
Wrong.
So the choices are the law of the ban, law of the gun, law of the sun. Ban, A, B, gun, C, sun.
Ban po.
Ban.
Ban.
What is the ban about?
Yun ang hindi ko alam.
Ang tawag doon ay kerem doon sa Hebrew. At sinasabi ng guideline na yan or law ng kerem ay lahat na kanilang masamsam during the war ay hindi magiging personal nila, kundi gagamitin para sa religious or common property ng tribe, ng confederation. Actually, ang Hebrew word, may isang Hebrew word na hekerem, which means eliminate completely. Yun yung word. That means kung ano man ang nasamsam nila, kahit na yung mga taong kanilang na-defeat ay kailangang papatayin lahat. At hindi mapunta sa kanila personally ang mga properties. This is still during the time of Joshua. Yun yung law. Yun yung guideline. At si Achan, dahil tinago niya sa kanyang tent yun, ay pumunta si Joshua at kinonfront siya. Actually, si Achan ay part doon or miyembro ng tribe of Judah. And he was stoned as a punishment. He was stoned to death. And that's in Joshua 7:11. So, ban means it is forbidden, religiously forbidden to keep the property. But literally it means violently, anong tawag doon? Ano yung sinabi ko? Violently eliminating. Eto na, difficult na tayo. So 300 ka pa rin. Difficult. Number 7. What is the tribe of Joshua, the son of Nun?
Ephraim.
Wow, congratulations. Ephraimite.
Ephraim.
Which means, sino ang kapatid ng mga Ephraimites?
Yun lang.
Sino ang tatay ni Ephraim?
Maulit yan. Jacob.
Si Joseph.
Joseph.
Si Joseph ay may anak na Ephraim at Manasseh.
Yan nga pala. Ephraim, Manasseh.
Bakit hindi known ang the tribe of Joseph as a tribe? Kasi supposed to be ang 12 sons of Israel ang magiging pangalan ng mga 12 tribes. Pero in the course of history, naging famous yung mga Ephraimites at the tribe of Manasseh. So, kumbaga nag-split itong tribe of Joseph into two great tribes. And that's in Joshua 17:4 na makikita mo na si Nun ay Ephraimite. Number 8. What do you call the land where the guilty of inadvertent and unintentional homicide are welcomed for asylum in order to evade the avenger of blood?
Jericho.
What do you call that land?
Jericho.
Is that your final answer?
Ano?
You want choices or final answer?
Final na.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Choices. A. Temple of Refuge. B. Pyramid of Sacrifice. C. Cities of Refuge.
Temple of Refuge.
Wrong pa rin.
Wrong pa rin.
C. Cities of Refuge. So may mga syudad noon na itinalaga na doon iska po yung mga nakapatay na homicide lang, hindi like defense, nakapatay ka habang nagdi-defend ka, or hindi mo sinadyang
Nakapatay.
pumatay, no, para maiwasan yung vendetta or yung revenge. Doon ka pupunta at hindi ka ano tawag dito, you will not be pursued there. Hindi ka pupuntahan ng iyong kalaban
Laban.
doon. Kasi yun yung protection. Yun ang tinatawag na cities of refuge. Last, difficult question. So, 300 plus 100, 400. 400 out of 900.
100.
Tingnan natin kung magiging 500 out of 900. Number 9. Joshua died at the age of 110 years old. When he died, the book of Joshua also mentioned that bones of Joseph is also buried in that territory. Malapit din sa kanyang ni Joshua. Pinaglilibingan kay Joshua. What is the specific burial place that was purchased by Jacob?
Choices na ba?
Choices. Letter A, Shittim. Letter B, Shechem. Letter C, Sychar.
Letter A.
Is that your final answer? Wrong.
Wrong.
It's letter B,
B.
Shechem. In Joshua 24, verse 32. So bakit nung namatay si Joshua, minention pa rin yung bones ni Joseph na inilibing sa Shechem, kung saan si Jacob mismo ang bumili sa lot na yon. Kasi kailangang i-establish yung connection ni Joshua na pang-anim na libro sa Old Testament doon sa Genesis. Meron kasing sinasabi na ang theory or ang pag-aaral na ang tawag ng Book of Genesis hanggang Joshua ay Hexateuch. Kasi yung 5 ay Pentateuch. Pero Hexateuch, that means 6 sila. Kasi doon sa 6 na libro, kumpleto yung kanilang paglalakbay mula sa Ehipto, mula sa nung nilikha ng Diyos si Adan at si Eva, hanggang doon sa kanilang final destination. At yun yung natin sa ating trivia question. Pinagtatanong natin or hinahanap natin ang sagot saan sila pumunta. So,
Ano po ang answer natin sa
Uy!
question?
Next pa yun?
Next pa natin, i-reveal.
I-reveal. Okay, so magkano lahat yung
400.
400 pesos. Thank you so much for the review. Thank you for this privilege, Jairus.
Thank you so much, Brother Hans.
Okay.
So, ayan. So, that concludes our 28th episode of Kabanang Salita. So, first and foremost, we'd like to thank St. Paul's Books of Cabanatuan for the venue of this place, and especially Brother Hans also. And
You're welcome.
then the Biblos Reading Club, especially Hylin Kabiring for the donation of the 2 Sony cameras and the
AB
ABC
switcher.
Yes. And so remember, you can watch Kabanang Salita every Tuesday at 7 p.m. In the evening here at St. Paul's Bookstore Cabanatuan through our official Facebook page, St. Paul's Cabanatuan. So please do give us a like, follow, and subscribe on our YouTube channel, Kabanang Salita, and also on our Facebook page, St. Paul's Cabanatuan. So thank you so much, and that concludes our this week's episode of Kabanang Salita. May God bless us all, and all for the gospel.